So I'm back in this little bit of garden with the wildflowers. If you remember in the last video I talked a little bit about the fact that it's very low in nutrients here, quite chalky, and therefore very good for the wildflowers because there's really very little competition from other more aggressive species. So these flowers can survive quite happily here. And I mentioned that we've got some common birdsfoot trefoil, we've got some black medic here, and the other couple of plants I was going to talk about briefly were the ruff hawkbit and the lady's bedstraw that you can see here. So the ruff hawkbit, this is a member of the daisy family, which is quite a big family actually, and it contains the thistles and knapweeds and plants like that, and these yellow flowered plants which are quite difficult to tell apart from each other. This particular one is ruff hawkbit. It likes it where it's quite chalky. It's a very hairy plant. It's got a very hairy stem which you can feel, and hairy leaves which tend to stand up a little bit from the ground. But the really interesting thing that I love about this plant, if you have a hand lens or maybe very good eyes, which I don't unfortunately, if you look closely you can see the hairs on the leaves, but if you look really closely you'll see that those hairs are like little Y shapes, so they're forked like this at the end. You can see that right at the end of them. I can't see that with my naked eye, but with a hand lens I can see that they are forked at the end, so quite clear. So that's ruff hawkbit, which we've got a little bit of around here. So quite a few of these are yellow. In fact, actually all four of these plants that I'm talking about are yellow. Yellow flowers I should say. So the lady's bedstraw here is this very fine leaved plant. So the bedstraw family is another one that's fairly easy to distinguish from other families because the leaves occur in sort of whorls up the stem. So you can see on the lady's bedstraw we've got these very fine whorls of leaves around the stem. And there are others, hedge bedstraw, and in fact the one that people will know probably is cleavers or sticky weed, sticky buds. That one that people, when you're younger, you may have grabbed it and stuck it on the back of your friend. So that's the really common member of the bedstraw family. So their leaves are all arranged in the same way. So this one, lady's bedstraw, is a very fine plant and it will have yellow flowers at the top quite soon. Most of the others in that family have white flowers, so the hedge bedstraw and cleavers that I've just mentioned. There is one called Crosswork that occurs on chalk which also has yellow flowers, but they all have their leaves arranged in this quite distinctive way. So we've got this lovely bedstraw here, and the other thing with lady's bedstraw, the name, as the name suggests, it seems that in the past it was used to stuff straw mattresses with, and it may have had sort of flea repellent properties to it, so quite interesting. And whilst I was doing a bit of research I read also that it was used to colour Gloucester cheese, or Gloucestershire cheese I should say, and also it was used as a vegetarian alternative to rennet, to curdle milk in the cheese making process apparently. So that was quite interesting. So yes, this is my lovely little wildflower patch then, which I will be leaving unmown, and over towards the edge I have got some nice scabious plants which will be in flower quite soon, so perhaps I'll come back and revisit it when they're in flower. So yeah, nice little spot here which is just starting to get the sun now as the sun's moving round.